we're set for some ACC fireworks from Charlottesville, Chris. 24th ranked Cavaliers taking on the 2nd ranked Seminoles. And outside Scott Stadium, well, it might be a wine and cheese crowd out there. A little Chardonnay, maybe a little Brie. But inside, it's heating up because the Cavalier fans know that Florida State in the last 4 years has seen their opponents go down like a cold beer on a hot day. 29 straight conference wins for Bobby Bowden's Seminoles. The Wahoos of Virginia tonight hope to snap that long conference winning streak.
2nd down and 2 for Tiki Barber. Hit in the backfield.
And
ball loose. Florida State says they have it, and they do.
Just as this ball is handed off, Wadsworth's back there. Marion is going to be the guy who ends up with that football, believes that his football team will play better because of the Michigan and Texas game. They've played great universities already. No use being intimidated by this team.
Little option. Barber's got the corner already. Tiki Barber might have a touchdown. One man to beat. Forget it. He's gone.
Well, Tiki Barber is too fast to get him into the football field. He turned that corner. He had an 81-yard run against Michigan. When you get him in space, he shows how fast he is. And I'll tell you, one of the wide receivers, Jermaine Crowell, did a nice job of not clipping on that play and just bumping him. He knew that Barber had the corner, and it was 6 points. The key, did we have time to do it?
So far they have. And now it's Tiki Barber on a draw from the spread offense and down to the 31. Austin, the final play in Austin. The final play against Michigan. 1st down run for Barber inside the 25.
2nd and goal is the passing down and goal line offense.
Jermaine Crowell is on a slot to the right side. Throw. Barber, touchdown.
If you talk to defensive players, they tell you that this tight formation down at the goal line is the toughest formation to stop on the play-action passes.
Draw play to Barber. Tiki gets about 6 before they can track him down.
The crowd and the motion take over, and, anything can happen. So I hope we can just, are able to keep them within range and maybe stay on top the whole game.
Thanks, Patrick.
Going to go to Tiki Barber on 3rd and 12, and Barber breaks out on a screen pass down the sideline. And out of bounds. Got what he could, got to the 37, and then got out of bounds.
Tiki Barber, number 21. And really what jumps out on this play is Tiki Barber when he turns a corner. Watch him run away from Samari Roll, number 2 this time. Boom, Roll, get it going. Uh-oh, you ain't going to catch him.
Barber, a little quick opening draw.
Tiki Barber, a huge part of the Virginia offense in the first half. 111 yards on the ground, and there's the way it was charted for him here.
Yeah, and of course this one right here, the long one on the option play, is where he really, I think, showed Florida State that it was going to be a game, and that really said, hey, buckle up, guys. We're coming at you. We've got a lot of offense, too.
And he caught 3 passes for 45 yards and a touchdown in the first half. Here he comes again, straight up the middle. And Barber, breaking tackle out to the 38-yard line.
Let's give credit to that offensive line this time. Lachlan and Slocum and those guys, they do a good job of getting in there, fitting on the linebackers. But this guy right here has made himself into a better football player.
2nd and 10. Tiki Barber. Barber straight up the middle inside the 20.
The home secret, and I thought Lee Porto had a great point. Looks like Florida State's trying to get the easy touchdown. They're trying to go for the bomb, quite often.
Tiki Barber on the punt return, a punt that was almost blocked, and Barber got the corner. Whoa, has he got some speed.
There's the ball. Riley's wide open, and Cannell just misjudges the speed.
Punt is a beauty from Liss, but Barber's got a chance from the 41. Tiki Barber. Down the sideline. Pooh Bear Williams saved a touchdown.
Tiki Barber showing patience. Goes right, left, right up the gut. And I'm surprised that Pooh Bear Williams was able to catch him this time. Pooh Bear, 280 pounds, and he showed you why he's a fullback at 280 pounds.
A 29-game streak on the line. If Bobby Bowden could win tonight, he'd do no worse than a tie for another conference championship, and he would tie the second longest winning streak in conference play in the history of college football. The give inside to Tiki Barber, straight up the middle. First down, Cavaliers. Worst starting position of the half for the Cavaliers. Tiki Barber with a blocker in front. He got the corner again. Out to the 34, maybe the 35-yard line. 19-yard scamper, and now he's closing on a career high in this game. That may give it to him, as a matter of fact. 182. He's about one more carry away from his best, which is 185.
Same play the other way.
Crowell in motion.
Same play the other way.
Play. And now he's going to go for a career high at 185 against Duke. He's past that here. Groh will work from the shotgun with 3 wideouts. And a bad snap. Ball loose on the ground.
They are so fortunate to be able to fall on that ball. I don't know if they were trying to do a direct snap to the back on that play. And you could see George right there say, I don't believe it. Tom Laughlin, the center, number 52, forgot or wasn't told that Groh's in the shotgun. He just snapped it up. And fortunately, Tiki Barber, it was going to be a draw. Scott Dreisbach and Michigan, in a very similar situation with no timeouts, drove the length of the field and scored on the last play to beat him already. This is seeming like deja vu, I think, for this defense.
80 yards away and a minute 37 to work. Cannell sets up, wants a lot of it on the first play. And it's caught inside the 30 by Phil Riley.
Oh, I don't understand that one at all. I think it's
wait a minute.
I don't think he caught it.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Florida State sideline thinks he did.
Well, one guy said he caught it, and one guy said no, and they're arguing. What do you mean he didn't catch it? I said he did. I said he didn't. Neither one of them have able to watch the replay. Paul London is the guy that's back there. I don't understand the throw. They went for everything with a minute 30 to go. 2 guys on this deep one, Riley. One more look from behind, and you're going to see the ball go loose on the ground right there. It's underneath them right there on the ground.
Good call. 2nd and 10, Seminole. Cannell fires, and he goes to the same guy, and this one is caught. Florida State obviously needs a touchdown, but they don't even need an extra point if they use all the time. They throw the other way, and they get complete to Cooper, who hasn't caught one in a long time. 3rd down, excuse me. Cannell short to Dunn. Dunn broke a tackle inside the 20 and down to the 12-yard line.
So reminiscent of that play against Florida when he threw the short pass to Dunn and he ran around on Florida and made the plays.
So penalty markers down.
Came down late. I think they're saying that Virginia had too many men on the field that time.
Participation on the defense. 12 men on the field. Half the distance to the goal.
Defensive coordinator Rick Lance of Virginia says when you play Florida State, it's like playing a basketball game. You got to play the passing lanes. He's going to try to fill them here. Cannell throws it away. 1 play left. And wait a minute, here comes the student body, and that won't help the cause. Get them off the field. This game's not over.
The players from Virginia are waving everybody off the field. One last play. I really think the shotgun cost Florida State 1 play.
Here's the ball game. Virginia leads 33-28, trying to shock the number 2 team in the country here in Charlottesville.
The last play of the game for the 3rd time.
You'll know in 4 seconds who wins it. Touchdown! No! No! They say he didn't make it. Virginia's upset Florida State.
It was a direct snap to Warwick Dunn. He came out. Did his knee come down? Did the ball come loose before he crossed the line? A play is made by the safeties. He did not cross it. There you see the ball. He did not cross the line. London and Burnham, number 37, made the play.
Another look from another angle. Valiant effort by Dunn on the final play of the ball game. And then the feeling of an upset.
So many times, so close, 2 games, and that experience, did it pay off? I don't know, but they sure deserved it.
Tonight's Wrangler players of the game from Florida State, E.G. Green, even on a bad hamstring, had a huge night. And from Virginia, Tiki Barber may have fumbled in the first quarter, but that's the only thing he did wrong. A career-high 193 yards and a couple of touchdowns tonight. That's the final. You hear more about this upset on SportsCenter. But right now, for Jerry Punch and Gary Danielson, Brad Nessler saying so long from Scott Stadium in Charlottesville. Virginia has upset Florida State.